Everyone, and a very warm welcome to you. I specifically welcome you to the month of December 2023. You see, at this point in the grant ecosystem, it has become very pertinent where we believe that the masses would like to know certain things. A lot of questions begging for answers. And today, we have a very revered personality, a UAAG representative talking about Pastor Obi Nwago, who is going to clear the air on some questions the masses have been asking. Sir, you're welcome to this program.
Thank you very much. Nigerians, greetings.
Can we meet you, sir?
My name is simple, Pastor Obi Nwago.
All right, sir. On listening to you on Telegram, especially during your meeting, one is bound to believe that the organization you represent, talking about UAAG, will be the first to disburse to Nigerians because you talk with so much affirmations. Please tell us what gives you this assurance.
Anyway, I have a very dangerous faith for me. And for a journey of 7.5 years, which I've been involved with, though I didn't promote any of those grants, I decided to join UAAG because I discovered a lot of things. And with the discoveries I have at my disposal, the journey so far has not been easy. But with what we have inside our defined mission statement, which is the money or the truth, I can boldly assure you that Nigerians are good for a joy that will remain in our lifetime. And I always speak boldly because I delve into the grand community so much and we discovered a lot of things. And I delve into UAAG involvement in this grant, and we know that what UAAG is pursuing is beyond human comprehension. And based on that, I can tell Nigerians that what gives me the boldness is simple. There is money.
About being beyond human imagination, what do you mean exactly?
Grant in Nigeria is 98% and 2%, 98% spiritual and 2% physical. Everything happening in Grand Nigeria is all about mysteries. And that's why the country director of UAAG said he is the only country director that was chosen without him knowing. That's a mystery. Or isn't it? He is the only country director appointed without him knowing. That's a mystery. Now, when you look at how think tank came in, the defunct think tank anyway, and I became the chairman, you also find out that we came in at a very good time that the AGPGN has struggled to a certain level and opened up to Nigerians what they discovered, and we feel like we should come in and comprehend them. And that was what brought, I will always say this anywhere, anytime, AGPGN, they've done a lot and they continue doing a lot. And I want to tell you that everything that we are doing in this pursuit of grand community ecosystem, 98% of them are all mysteries, and that makes it spiritual.
All right, sir. At the feet of most accomplishments in this grand community ecosystem, many allege and criticize that there will never be any disbursement. And we know that the UAAG is not opposed to dissenting voices, knowing full well they have also changed the order of dictatorship and other disorders. Going forward, what do those voices seek to achieve?
Well, I can't blame anybody that without disbursement, because a 7.5 years old child is no longer a child. So Most people that have stayed in this grand community ecosystem, remember we started with grand community, later to grand community colony, and we came on board and said, no, let's change it to grand community ecosystem. And when you look at it, we started by changing the orientation. So if you have some set of people that doesn't believe that there will be disbursement, believe you me, I won't blame them, because we've overstayed in this mountain. And that's why we came and said, let's change it to grand community ecosystem so that we can galvanize everyone into one umbrella to be able to discover if there is money and be able to discover if what they are telling us is truth. So whether you like it or not, you cannot disapprove that some people are already doubting, and they are entitled to that. But then, I think they should have a dangerous faith like me.
All right, so permit me to take your mind back to this laudable achievement, talking about the verification exercise. How was the management of UAAG able to navigate through verifying over 7,000 NGOs that were shortlisted?
It's not a science rocket. It's not a rocket science. It's not. It's very simple. Administration and putting up a workforce, training and focus and commitment, and most importantly, sincerity. You know, this is the only organization that has been very sincere, very transparent in grant community since inception of grant in Nigeria. Mention them. No grant organization has ever come close to what UAAG we've achieved. Though we receive a lot of criticism, but
that's exactly what I wanted to say, because a lot of persons are still saying that the UAAG is not living up to expectations.
Well, the expectation they are talking about is actually the cocoa. Everybody is expecting the money. I am expecting the money. Even you're also expecting the money. Right. Cameramen are expecting the money. Everybody is expecting the money. So if that money has not dropped, you can't convince a set of people. That's the truth. Be inclusive. So when you talk about the verification, we achieved a lot in the verification because we took time to plan it. Above all, we made everybody to know that there is no tribe or tongue. It is all about what? Teamwork. And that's how we achieve the verification. Nobody can say, I put more, I put less. But it's purely teamwork. And that's what grant ecosystem has come to do. And we will do more.
All right, so thank you very much. In your last interview during the verification exercise, when you were asked about the possibility of UAAG disbursing in November, your response was, and I quote, I don't think they will disburse, I know so. And today is 1st of December 2023, no disbursement yet. What actually changed?
Nothing changed. When I said, I don't think so, I know so, I can still vividly tell Nigerians that I know so. We are men under authority and we work with projection. And let me say this. UAAG is not an individual organization like Tony Lumelu, like General T.Y. Danjuba's foundation and all that. These are personal organization, non-governmental organization. But UAAG is a bigger organization that is not dealing with one section of Nigerians. So we are people under authority. And this authority, sometimes when we mention it, some people get confused. We are under authority of the government of the day. Nigeria is a sovereign country, and hence it is a sovereign country. We are dealing with the government. This very grant is not in Apostle Dr. Ambassador Ken Wakama's purse. It's not his money. So we projected based on the projection, the authority. Okay, I must say I am so sorry to Nigerians, but it is not deliberate, it is not intentional. It's just that we are dealing with projection. And as we are, we have another projection in our front. And that's why I said this time requires a dangerous faith for us to cross the Red Sea. If you remember, I quoted today, I sent out something today, and I said, a dangerous faith breaks protocol. This has never happened in Nigeria before. And it will take only dangerous faith to bring it to fruition. And that's exactly what we're doing. And we're not leaving any stone unturned. That will be disbursement.
All right, sir. You're always talking about being under authority. And some time ago, we know that the UAAG was one of the organizations you mentioned. And you expatiate on the relationship existing between the UAAG, talking about United African States, and then UAAG. We understand that there was a grant to disburse from them in conjunction with UAAG. How true is this?
You know, I will still come back to issue of 98 spiritual and 2% physical, because personally, and with my team and the UAAG as a team, we are discovering a lot more as we are deeping into this. And you cannot take away UAS in connection to this whole thing. A lot of people asked me, is it that other grants before now that they are just fake? And I told them from our discovery, all the grants you've been hearing is this same money that they are pursuing. But they've not been able to pin down who is in charge, who brought this, who are the frontiers. So for us in UAAG, we are seeing UAS as the pioneer frontiers of this very grant. And we are still digging deep about it. That's a connection. And then when you talk about UAAG, UAAG is an organization of its own. I'm not a member of UAS, but there is a connection. And we're still looking at that connection. We're still looking at whatever that will happen. There is a connection to this grant that concerns UAS. And that's why we are looking at issues from a broadened aspect of it, so that nobody will be exempted into it. Hence, the sky is too big for two birds to collide.
Now, talking about the UAAG being the first to disburse, in the face of some perceived notions on deception, extortion, misconceptions, insinuations in the grant community ecosystem, and also when you consider that in the last 7 years, like you rightly said,
yes,
no grant has been disbursed. Sir, I would like you to tell us what gives the UAAG an edge over all other grants in Nigeria.
We are transparent. We are sincere. We are honest. If nobody wants to give us thumb up, give us thumb up that this is the first of its kind where all the CEOs can hear from a grant handler or a grant facilitator. So when you look at the achievement, yes, the money may not have dropped. Absolutely, yes. But when you look at our programs, the days of dictatorship, we nullified it. The days of a grant handler doing things on his own without nobody can be able to assess him is over. The man, Apostle Dr. Ambassador Ken Wakama, talks to Nigerians time to time.